Welcome to the Brant and Sherry Oddcast, sponsored by America's Christian Credit Union. To order Brant's latest book, Life is Hard, God is Good, Let's Dance, or to find out more about the show, go to BrantHansen.com.
So I'm sorry it's called Poop Ship. It's part of the Trainwreck series.
Yes.
It's on Netflix. My wife and I watched it. It's not family friendly.
With a P, it's a cruise.
Yes.
Yes. All right.
It's not family friendly. It could have been, but they just have to include, there's no reason.
It's not family friendly. What did they do? We don't have to talk about it. Okay. All right. And the funny thing is I do have it saved. So it's a part it's a part of the Trainwreck series.
Yeah.
And when it came up, I saved it. So when you said that, I was like, oh man, that's out.
To me, the cruise looked awful enough when it started.
It
and
did?
They're talking to people looking back on it. It was like 2012 when this happened.
Was it a Carnival cruise?
Yeah.
Okay.
It was like a 4-day out and back from Galveston. Mm-hmm. And so everybody's just going to just have drinks. It's really gross. Like the toilets don't work. They have no air conditioning. Everybody moves outside. It is interesting because it's a window into, once again, human nature.
Yeah.
How quickly, within seconds, basically, after the AC goes out.
All right. So cruise, fire.
They had a big fire. They knocked out the power. Everybody's there to party.
Okay.
It's already too crowded. It's already to me. They're showing images from the pool and everybody's partying. There's just these 3 ladies that were there for, I don't know what it was, some extended party with the girls.
Okay. Yeah, no, it was a bachelorette something or something. Yeah, because I remember seeing the trailer of it. Yeah.
Oh, and they're like, as soon as we got on, we're just getting hammered or whatever. But this just looks awful.
Oh, yeah.
I just felt sorry for everybody to start with.
That's before
this is great.
Before the poop. It's sad if I'm feeling sorry for you.
Yeah, this is
prior to
going to end not healthy anyway.
Okay, go ahead.
So then, but as soon as it happens, people start getting tribal. It's Lord of the Flies.
Okay.
Because you don't want to be in your room.
Right.
The
Because
toilets
there's no
don't
air
work.
conditioning.
They tell people, I'm sorry about this, but this is what happened. They tell people, hey, here's some bags to use.
Whew, yes.
So everybody's like, well, I'm not going to do that. Like, I can make it a day till we get back.
Uh-huh.
Not knowing it's not going to be a day.
How long was it?
I think it went on another 5, 6, 7. I'm not sure. We haven't finished watching it.
All right.
But it did not turn out. They thought a tugboat was going to come and pull them in, but that didn't happen. And they're waiting for this tugboat. Everybody's watching. Instead, another cruise ship comes up. Another cruise ship comes up alongside it. And the bachelorette party ladies are all like, you wouldn't believe it. Like, it was right there. We could see them. We could hear them. Like, they're dancing to YMCA, and they're looking over at us, and they're having parties over them. Like, yeah, that's what you would have done.
Yes, exactly. What were you going to do? Jump into the water, swim over? I'll save you.
But it pulled up right alongside. Everybody's just like partying over here, and these people are completely desperate.
Right.
So they all move onto the deck. It's so crowded. People move mattresses out there. They'd have to cover to protect from the sun. So they're making like,
because you're just out in the middle of the water.
Right. You're making houses on the deck out of like the deck chairs and sheets and stuff. And then it was like, get out of my, like people are wrestling for chairs.
Ooh.
And then these are my people over here. It's your people over there. And then you get in lines for like
food and
hours
water.
to get really bad sandwich.
Yeah.
And one of the ladies they're interviewing, his crew, of course, the crew's all international. She's from Russia.
Yes.
And she was like, oh, it was horrible. And then she had to laugh because the passengers were freaking out about having to wait in line for so long. She's like, welcome to communism. Welcome to Soviet Union.
Come on in.
This is what it's like.
The water's fine.
Right.
Sure. Oh, my gosh.
Yeah. So everybody just becomes very barbarian. Mm-hmm. And they don't know where to go.
Right.
The showers won't drain.
Yeah, nothing is working,
Nothing's draining.
Nothing. Okay. Ooh, gosh.
So I don't know. At some point, we shut it off just to go to sleep. But like at some point, we had to debrief, of course. But at some
talk amongst
before we go to sleep, like, what do you think about that? How would we handle it? Like, but of course, at that point, everybody's got a phone, so you can see. Everybody's got video. There's plenty of video of people showing how everybody's behaving. And,
how do you? Gosh.
So I presume at some point illness has to kick in. There's got to be viruses and stuff, and bacteria, because it's unlivable. So you would go down into the decks where your room is, and there's no AC.
Right.
There's no air moving, and there's just human waste everywhere.
Yeah.
And that's the cruise. It's so awful. It's so terrible. And I don't even think, they don't even interview people, but that, like, you can see in the videos, sometimes people with little kids.
Yeah.
Like, should have talked to families.
Yeah. Oh my gosh.
Instead of just the party ladies. 'Cause,
Yeah.
like, those people have it even harder.
That's
Like,
tough. Yeah, to keep your kids together, to keep
and
them
healthy
safe.
and
Yeah,
fed.
Yeah. Because that's what I thought when I saw the trailer was like, what about food? Like, that's where you're really going to start fighting. Because I've only been on one cruise, but it was a little bit like that just when everything is fine and people are a little in the little windjammer place there.
Oh, I was we did an Alaska
Buffet.
cruise one time.
Yeah.
Speak-On was great.
Uh-huh.
But being on the ship was really hard.
Yeah.
And they declared a norovirus emergency. So they went into lockdown.
I don't think I remember that.
Like, we can't touch our own silverware or something, or like no more getting water for yourself. Like, all these rules I didn't understand. None of us did. Turns out there was no norovirus or whatever.
Right.
For 3 days, though, it was
I'm not
like, this
touching
is
my own
awful.
fork. Yeah.
Let us off this thing.
Yeah.
Well,
But it didn't
it's so
devolve
gross.
into-
I can't imagine you even making through it, because that would be so.
I will, full
don't
disclosure, I did save it to my list. So it's fully within my Netflix algorithm. That they put that up first. Like, this is a Sherry thing.
Oh, it's
present.
It's tough to take.
Yeah.
But you do wonder, like, if I'm in that situation, would I be, not to spiritualize it,
Yeah.
but just like, how would I take that? Or would I be one of the griping, whining?
Can I beatitude this?
Right. Like, would I
Yeah.
be somebody who's be encouraging at the same time, suffering like everybody else?
You know what? I think that I'd be more inclined if I don't have someone else to care for. And I'm not saying that makes it right.
Yeah,
I'm just saying if you have Carolyn, you know, if your grandkids are there, it adds, or if my mom is there, it adds a little something to it. Again, there's no asterisk in the Bible for that, but
No, you actually have to buck up for your people, though.
Yeah.
If you're taking care of people, you
Yeah.
can't be like, this stinks.
right.
Like, no, because these kids don't need to hear that.
That's right. That's
we have
very
to-
true. Good point.
You
Good
have
point.
to
Yeah.
rise to the occasion. We're going to be okay.
Yeah,
Hey,
everything.
let's make this a game.
Sure.
But I don't think people are allowed in the pool anymore. I don't think they're only allowed, like, there's nowhere to go. And the food was like wilted lettuce sandwich
sure.
with some white bread. It instantly became Fire Festival.
Fire Festival cheese sandwiches all over again. Oh my goodness. In styrofoam.
Yeah, so it's called Poop Chip.
We do not recommend it.
Yeah, I really don't.
We
I
are
really
not
don't.
recommending it.
Hope you're getting lots of sleep. I really do. It's so healthy. It's so good. But please remember, it's just a reminder. You can go to sleep. You can put your phone down. You can put it away. You can shut off the news. You can. There was an older lady who said this, and so I mentioned it before on the air, but I needed this reminder again. I found out my old show prep that she had said, I've realized I can turn the world over to the Lord at night and go to sleep because he's going to be awake anyway. He's going to be awake anyway. You can let him watch over you. You can say, I can't control tomorrow. I can't control these people that are flashing through my head. But you're awake, so you can handle it. It happened. I am very excited, and it happened. Very pumped.
Okay.
The Vera Rubin Observatory, that telescope.
Yes.
Oh my goodness, Jerry, you should look at it.
Well, okay.
You should go online and look at it.
We're going to talk about it all the time now.
I can't.
It's here.
Well, I can't describe
No,
it.
I'm just asking.
It's hard on the radio. It's like
know.
the photos are incredible. We've had the Hubble telescope, but this is
This is
better.
better than that. In what
It's
way?
astonishing.
What's it?
The depth of field of galaxies in one photo.
Yes.
I mean, humans used to, like, we would look up into the sky. We didn't have all this ambient light that was interfering with it. We'd look up in the sky, just be amazed. Just amazed. But like that. You see all these little spiraling things or bigger like those are galaxies all at once. We're looking at 1,000 and they're
Galaxies.
different colors and different shapes, sizes. Like, and it just goes. It's beautiful.
Yeah.
I know. I'm more excited about the new one. That's right.
Excited. Well, I'm excited that you're excited.
Thanks. I appreciate
that
it. That does. I'm excited about friendship. That's what you're saying.
I am. I'm always excited about friendship.
All right. Hey, quick question. Would you consider doing this? Because we have a sponsor, and we're so thankful because it helps pay the bills and stuff in our lives. America's Christian Credit Union. You may not have thought about using them for your bank, but you totally can.
And they're awesome.
They are. And what they use money for is, in some ways, the opposite of what big banks do.
Yeah.
And they actually think about how to help people. It's a not-for-profit. It's been around for 60-some years. But if you would consider it, it would help us, too, because it tells them that, hey, it's good to sponsor the show.
Yeah.
So if you were thinking about supporting us and also taking advantage of what they do, that'd be wonderful. You just go to BrantHansen.com and you scroll down there. You'll see America's Christian Credit Union. And check it out. They have incentives for you to join. I love their savings account, too.
Yeah.
So I'm taking full advantage of this thing.
We both have accounts with them.
Yep, we love them. It's been a great experience, but it helps us a lot. If you're like, hey, how can we help you? That would be wonderful. America's Christian Credit. You just go to Brant Hansen, that's HANSEN.com, and then scroll down there. Just so glad you're here. So glad you are listening. Because you could turn on any moment, 24/7. You could turn on news, and they will have things scrolling up and down, laterally, horizontally, and vertically.
Almost 3D.
And diagonally. It is
Shooting out at you.
Right, all this stuff coming at you. I tell you what they won't scroll. What they will never scroll on any network news or local news or whatever. They will never scroll new reasons to be thankful. They're never going to do that for you. They're never going to do that for me. But it's true, isn't it? There are many things that we can be thankful for. They will, because that's not where they operate. It's fear that drives the viewership.
Yeah.
They're never going to scroll things to be thankful for. So we're kind of doing that here. It's radio, but we're scrolling that. All these songs, everything, and all of this is quite real, and it's bigger. It's more lasting. If you ever meet a celebrity that you've seen in the movies or on TV, you may notice something when you meet them in real life. They're not glowing, but they're glowing when they're on the movies and on TV. Humans have always been entranced by glowing things like fire. People would gather around a fire, as you stare at the fire. It's mesmerizing because it's glowing. It's radiating this light. Mm-hmm. And so do movies and videos and streaming things. So that person is always more interesting, glowing, than in real life. I'm more interesting in video. People will watch my videos rather than have me in real life.
Like, hang out with you in real life.
I'm over here. We can be friends. No, we're watching your video of it. No. They just look like us. They're not. But we do that. Mm-hmm. People who are and we do that with Christian celebrities. Yeah. See them on a video or something like, oh, wow. They're just like you and me, man. One of the things that's so hard to me growing up is understanding what am I supposed to be doing, like as a Christian. And I was like, okay, I'm supposed to do that, not do this, do that other thing, not do that. And then you kind of keep score. It's very normal, understanding. I'm so glad, though, I now understand that's not what Jesus was talking about. Because that's what the Pharisees did. And he was like, your righteousness needs to be better than that. I need to exceed that. Because it's all about external stuff. Like, don't do this, do that, don't, all the external. And Jesus is saying, no, clean the inside of the cup. There we go. Now, when your personality is changing, when he's shaping you, he's transforming you spiritually, that stuff just happens. It gets a lot easier. You don't have to tell yourself, like, hey, don't attack this person physically. You know, like it's just it's not in your vocabulary. You're not even thinking that way anymore. That's what we're talking about. It's internal change from spending time with him. Love how Jesus sums up everything. I can get my head around that. It's all summed up. Love the Lord your God with everything you have. Mm-hmm. Heart, soul, mind, strength. Love your neighbor as yourself. Somebody said, yeah, you have to turn yourself over to the love of God and to love what God loves. Mm-hmm. I do. Yeah, I got to do that. I have to intend to do that. I have to commit to do that. I would encourage you to do that too. There's no other way.
That's true.
You actually have to do this. Turn yourself over to the love of God. Make that what your life is about.
Love what he loves.
Love what he loves. Now we're talking. Well, this is interesting. It says here, using AI to write stuff makes you dumber in real time.
Okay.
It does. Like
I know. I've read some things.
That?
I've read some things from people that I can see.
Yeah.
This did not come from a person thinking in real time.
But then it says your brain gets lazier.
Yes.
It's like they had people write essays and then like, well, you can use it. And then like their next essay was.
It's why I don't do it.
Right.
Yeah. I mean, you know what I mean?
I get it too. Like,
yeah.
I am clinging to every IQ point. I don't want.
I am. I'm literally afraid that if I start that, then that muscle will go, and then that's it, isn't it?
What I got.
I was gonna say all we can do is talk and write.
Yeah, that's it. So we were talking about the Vera Rubin Observatory. Maybe you've seen the pictures. You can look them up. Oh my goodness, they're amazing. One of those times. I love radio, but that's one of those frustrating times. Like, it's just something you can marvel at. I'm looking at it going, these photos of space and these galaxies, these spiraling, infinite seems, galaxies, like marveling at God's creativity. Just, there's no end to it. Each one of those planets, there's, I don't know, billions and billions of planets, and each one of those galaxies, and each one, if you explored it, would be like, whoa. There's marvels that we will never see. Like we have caves on this planet. If you ever been in like Carlsbad or something, you walk in like, oh my goodness, nobody even knew that was there until they went underground at that point. There's stuff we have not seen, and it's infinite and it goes on. It's just, a lot of times we ignore it. We get caught up in little stuff, but there it is. Here's another study about anger. And it's so interesting because Jesus talks about anger and he tells us to get rid of it in the Sermon on the Mount.
Yeah.
Talks about it right off the bat. And we're told repeatedly to get rid of anger in Scripture. There's a study of older adults. So once you hit like 59 and up, they say that anger leads to inflammation. And there's a positive relationship between anger levels throughout life and inflammation and chronic illness.
Wow.
So I don't know how you feel about inflammation. If you're all for it,
well,
then
I can tell you, as we're not that age, but as we get older,
start thinking about that.
Inflammation's not the thing that I'm looking to add.
Aiming for inflammation.
I'm aiming for inflammation.
Trying to save some money. I'm not trying to I also want to be inflamed. That's not it.
The Brant and Sherry Oddcast, sponsored by America's Christian Credit Union. To find out more about the show, go to BrantHansen.com.